Great to see you. Good to have you join us for this week's Trinity video announcements. As you know, we're getting ready in the midst of starting the whole renovation of the kitchen in Wagenhaus Hall. Now, what you may not know is that as we're doing that project, it affects a lot more area than just simply Wagenhaus Hall and the kitchen, because all of the project includes things such as improved ventilation, improved HVAC systems, and part of it, it extends itself out into other sides of the building. So where we're standing right now is what we usually call the copy room. And inside of this room is usually kept all of the printers and copiers and things that create bulletins, announcements, everything that gets printed on paper is usually done in this room. And as you can see, everything's gone, because in the wall that is on the other side of me, not this wall, but that wall that's on the other side of Joe, who's filming this, is Wagenhaus Hall. And they have to be in here to begin working on the ventilation. So everything had to get moved out. So there's a lot of stuff here. I'm going to give you a little walkabout as we're going about. A lot of things have been displaced, at least through July. So as I'm kind of working on these first parts, we had to move everything out. If you come along with me, so usually, Rachel Mackinich, one of our admin assistants, works in here. But Rachel had to move out of here because, again, ventilation ducts are going to be coming up through in this area right around in here and on the room right on the other side. So she's not going to be able to keep working in here. If you come on along, here, I'll show you something. So again, this area, right here in this space, we're right above where the kitchen is. But one of the things you know that we have to do is increase ventilation and also be able to duct out the vent hoods for the oven. Well, one of the places they're going to be able to shoot those ducts up to get it up and out of the building when you ventilate something like a kitchen, it's going to be coming up through here because we're right above where the kitchen is. So again, you can see everything that used to be in this closet is no longer in this closet. Come along, let me show you a little more. So this area, as we're still upstairs, we sometimes refer to this as the workroom. And again, this wall on this side is the wall that is right up against Wagenhaus Hall. Again, ventilation, electrical, those sorts of things are going to be happening in here. So all of the cabinets, all of the file cabinets, here, if you come this way, you can kind of see something kind of fascinating. All of those cabinets have kind of gotten moved out. All of the work that's usually done in here is now no longer happening in here. So because it had to all get moved out. If you come back through here, all in this space, one of our other staff friends, Karen Moore, usually worked in this space and did her work in here, but because this is all going to become part of the improved ventilation for that, if you kind of even look down through, you'll see a couple of our guys working. Oh my God, you're famous. They're famous now. But you can see all of this was back where that theater organ was, and so all of that's getting in the process of getting cut out and opened up to be opened up for part of the project and the expansion of Wagenhaus Hall. So as you can see, some things have had to get moved around. But come with me, let me show you some more. But as you can see, that here we are, as we talked about, some of our staff has been displaced while we're in the midst of this. They've had to move stuff around. This is the Seeds of Faith conference room, now temporarily office and storage space. So you can see all of that stuff that had been other places has gotten moved in here, including people. So, this space now has become temporary office space for everybody to get their jobs done. And if you kind of keep walking around, it's kind of like renovating your house, right? You do some things, you got to move things everywhere. So as you come walking around with us, as you can see, work that would have happened in the conference room has kind of gotten moved out here. And if you look out across the wall, you'll see those are our printers and all the photocopiers and all the printers. As we come along, and we can come even back around through here, so as we kind of come out through here, you can see our paper cutter as it's sitting. Everything's wrapped up because it all had to get moved out of that copy room. And so you're probably wondering, well, how do we make a bulletin? We have an agreement with the company that we get our copiers from that in this interim through July, all of our work is getting sent out to them. They're printing all of our work and we bring it back. So, you know, that kind of stuff. But it means deadlines have changed, the way things have happened have changed. If you come and want a photocopy of something, we can't do it for you because everything at this moment in time is wrapped up while the construction is going on. And then one final thing you might want to see, at least up here in this spot. So if you remember, a couple weeks ago, we cleaned out the kitchen and everything that was in the kitchen moved into this room. So here's all the stuff. I mean, you can imagine all of this stuff was stashed in the kitchen and now it's waiting up here for the kitchen to get renovated. Obviously, we have a plethora of plates. And as some of our staff friends have said, an armada of gravy boats. So you just kind of see some of this stuff. So all of these things have been moved, displaced, and anticipating the day going back to them be back into renovated kitchen, renovated storage. So here, that's just a little bit of what's going on here as we're getting ready and as the beginning of the construction actually happens. I wanted to give you a sense of what's going on. It's a little screwy around here a few times because, well, you know, things have been moved around. Some people have been moved around, but it's all part of that project as it's going along. I hope you like to see some of the things that have been happening, and I look forward to showing you a little bit more sometime soon. See you soon.
Dan, what are you doing?
Looking for some Keurig cups. Yeah, you're going to film this. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for your ministry.
Thank you for your ministry.